The front door.
Oh.
Why did I open this?
Fellas.
What's up? It's your boy. Okay, let's get to the interesting stuff. Okay, who do you reckon you're going to get cast as?
Judging by today,
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna guess Aaron.
I'm gonna guess Patrick as well.
Well, why are you guys choosing those?
Well, I've been
like-
playing Patrick for most of the rehearsals.
Oh, fair enough. You?
I feel like obviously I've played Aaron through rehearsal today, and obviously our relationship outside of the rehearsals is kind of like a real close relationship, which I think we could use within the actual show.
I have a slight feeling I might be playing Jake.
Yeah, thing.
I don't know. I've played him a lot, and I bloody well hope so, because his lines are the only ones I really know.
What you guys' you feel strengths for this whole week?
I guess my strengths that I found this week is I haven't been in for a lot this week. I only came in yesterday and today. But I feel like I've picked up the script quite quickly. I've managed to pick up like the script, the characters, like and what kind of way I'm supposed to portray them relatively quickly. Which I think if like obviously we're getting the full script Tuesday, so I feel like I'd be able to kind of read more into it and kind of get more of an understanding of the character.
I think my biggest strength to talk about was how I was able to improvise ideas. I was able to pick up the concepts really quickly of the scene that we were rehearsing, the devised scene. I was able to take new ideas with the dialogue and the character that I was given. And yeah, that was definitely a strength with my improvisational skills.
That is where I'm going to come in. That's a very good point. I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like everything that we've done that was improvised, I think I've done a smashing job at. And
Well,
like, usually I wouldn't say
yeah.
that. Usually I'm thinking, oh God, I don't want to do that. But like, I really enjoyed the devised bit that we did. That went smooth, and I was like, okay, this is good. We've got solid ground. Also, I'd say my behaviour. Usually I'm really unfocused and really just like cracking jokes left, right, centre. I think I've really pulled myself in this week, and I've gone, all right, this is important. If Gary is interested in me being the main, then I've got to start acting like I'm one.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, it's a good strength. And those are like the most solid strengths I think all of us have had this week. But what about weaknesses, though?
My weaknesses has been my focus, because obviously I haven't been in a lot from since we came back from Easter. So it's kind of getting back in the professional mindset and kind of focusing down in lessons, knowing when to muck about and when not to muck about. And I think I was slowly getting there today, and I think the more I'm in, I've actually come in. Obviously my attendance has been shocking because of that, various issues. But obviously I'm back on track now, and so that should all sort itself out by next week.
Dude, you sound like you've been to rehab.
Yeah, but my weakness definitely has been sort of focus, I guess, in between what we've been doing. Because, I don't know, because when it comes to, like, memorizing the script and the new dialogue that we were given, I had a lot of trouble kind of actually picking it up, which I usually wouldn't. But there was one part where I was like fumbling through the script because I had no idea what I was doing. Because there's like a whole new bit of paper, and a lot of them, big chunk of it is just focused on the girls. So I had to like take that out and then try and like get it together, because it was just really stressful trying to find my lines.
I didn't even staple the first page to my little block, because I made sure I'd stapled mine, because I was having problems with the script as well.
Yeah.
And I saw the whole first page is all the gals. It's like, wow, don't really need, that's going to confuse me. The less pages, focus on the bits where the character that I'm I'm
Yeah.
getting asked to play as, I just read that.
Focus on the
I focus on
interactions.
those, focus on the lads, the boys, the fellas.
Yeah.
Right, we talk about weaknesses, right?
Yeah.
I have none. I'm joking. I'm joking. I have so many. For me, it was just finding a consistency with my character. Because obviously, us as human beings, we have different moods and stuff like that. If I'm in a more serious mood, I can play the more serious tone of the character. But no, it's just, I don't know. It's like an internal struggle for thinking what my character would be thinking or how he would act. I don't know. It's just I'm trying to make the script seem as normal.
Almost as if becoming your character, making what he's saying more natural.
Yeah, finding naturality in the character.
That's exactly what I want to do this time. I just want to be the most natural actor you could be. I want it to be realistic with my performance, and that's important to have in screen. So that's basically what I've been trying to do. I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but it's like consistency is, I don't know how consistent I'm being. So I don't know, it's the thing I'm more worried about, whether I'm being consistent.
One question I have for this reflection is, how has Gary's lessons applied to the lessons recently, and how Gary's old lessons from last term?
Oh.
How has that applied?
Obviously, there's a lot of kind of thinking about not being too theatrical with your acting, not being too over the top, which I think really needs to be applied.
Sorry guys, there's an earthquake.
I think that's mainly it, just not being too over theatrical, and make it, like Chris was saying, making the acting as realistic as possible.
More natural.
Keeping it to frame.
Yeah.
Like right now, like I've said this before.
Yeah.
I said it in our Viva. We're really close right now to keep it in frame. Theatre, we'd be like across the room, and I don't. Well, we might be, but with theatre acting, you've got a lot more movement. With screen acting, you've got to be a lot more cautious about where you're going, where you're heading, and you have to stay within a certain margin.
How do you sum up today's progress?
Today's progress.
I think we've come a long way today.
Yeah.
Because we've all got, like, obviously there's no definite casting, but we've all got an idea of the type of character we're going to play.
Yeah.
And we've all played, apart from you, Jake.
I played Patrick, and I struggled, and I argued with Alex.
We've all kind of played a variety of characters, so and it's not like we know what's happening in our character scenes and that's it. We know what's going on in all the scenes almost.
We've managed to kind of find an outline for what the second scene should be, or like our other scene that's more devised. Because Gary's like said he's going to put it to the writer and see what he can make of like our interactions and our chemistry. Because one thing we've definitely managed to find is sort of a chemistry between all of us as like actors and characters. Yeah, we've managed to find like I've managed to find my chemistry with Charlie, with how we've been able to be like both camera crew, and that was more interesting part of the lesson, was trying to find like what makes us like connect more.
The freak thing is that when I got put in the room to like do my rehearsal with Georgia, freakily, our characters had a connection. And it's like, oh dear, we've got bad blood. Let's just say that.
I guess there's one reflection-y thing to go on, is evaluating the rest of the team. I guess
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start this off because me and Micah, we had like breakdowns after doing the lad group scene, because we just like, I don't feel connected to anyone, like, and that's what Mike was saying. I don't feel a connection. Our energy was crap, but we're just like sitting around on chairs and stuff, and it's like there is something missing, and it's just like finding that. And you can see Gary like giving us these little tidbits, and it seems like we just don't understand the script. Like maybe that is true, but like
I think maybe it's one of those ones where if you can see the full script, then like, because that's the thing, like if we can see the full script, we know exactly where the character's going. We know exactly where all the other characters are going, and we know where the actual. But this is the thing.
This would be towards the start, so we don't know. It doesn't matter where, like, what's happened.
I think what we need to do is we need to act as if this was actually happening to us.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone has to act like normal, but like, if they were that character, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
hard to explain,
I get
like-
what you mean. Like become the character almost.
Yeah, like you guys, you and Charlie, you're like kind of the goofy nerds.
Yeah, we're the kind
you
of like
have to look at
pretentious.
those movies, and you have to think of those like kind of creepy, like kind of. I wouldn't say. No, they're not like nerd. That's the thing. You guys aren't nerds. You're just like
Pretentious
You're
art
you're
people.
kind of like those creepy like guys that are just like. Yeah, let's get the camera out, get the gals. You know. They come up with all these like, Stifler. You know Stifler?
Yes.
Like a nerdy Stifler, like a failed Stifler. That's who you need to be.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Watch American Pie if you don't know who that is.
I've never seen American Pie.
No. Do you know who you need to watch? You know Bandcamp, American Pie Bandcamp. That's your research.
And this one time at
Oh my.
Bandcamp.
Well,
And there's this guy who has this like this droid thing that goes into the gals' bathrooms and stuff. If you want to do any reflection, use that guy as a stimulus because those are the creeps.
Oh boy.
Do it. So
That'd be
yeah,
fun.
American Pie Bandcamp. That's his research. Should we get to the nitty gritty where it's just like, okay, we call people out. we go, all right. Who have you felt like connections with? Like,
I'd say
who do you? All right, let's. Who have you struggled most to work with the characters that you've been given? Like
Alex.
Alex.
Purely because like I don't. I think I need to understand his character a bit more.
Yeah.
But obviously, I understand he's the one who hosted the party, but I need to understand where this character's going, how Alex is going to play this character off, what kind of tone he's going to have.
Other than the fact that he is the guy who owned the house.
Yeah.
the-
That's
the
all we
party.
know about him.
Because one thing I had to tell him, because during our devising of the scene, he kept saying the same line over and over again without much like punch to it, and it just
Yeah.
didn't really work. So I had to tell him it doesn't really work, and he sorted it out, and he definitely like managed to pick himself up a little bit, but he still kind of forced out a lot of the dialogue, and it
I
never
don't
felt
know.
natural.
Yeah. Sometimes like when we was doing the devising today, like you have to tell him like I understand he's got problems, but it's like. When we was doing the bit where I get the text from Lola, and he just keeps jumping in. No, it's my house, and he just goes on about the media are going to be in my house, and it's like, dude, you need to know where the focus is.
I mean, unless your character is that selfish, but he's
I
supposed to
highly
be a
doubt
friend.
that with the scale of what's going on in this scenario,
Yeah.
I highly doubt that whose house it was really
Yeah.
comes into
It's
play.
that's the only thing that got me.
Who have you found it easiest to work with?
Easiest.
I think, like, for
it's
me,
hard.
it was definitely kind of a mix between you and Charlie, actually. Because you're really, like, chill to kind of bounce off of when it comes to
Yeah.
dialogue and feeding dialogue between us. And same with Micah as well. But I think Charlie, even more so, because, like, we're building up a lot of the chemistry with each other and how we're able to kind of... I'm sort of almost the straight man, but also the kind of geeky, pretentious art nerd as well as him being kind of the weird guy in the situation. So he's like the most easiest to kind of feed ideas with. So yeah, I definitely say Charlie.
You guys are like the comedy appeal of the thing. I mean, the script that we got today was filled with comedy, I'd say. I would say, like, yeah, you guys, you and Charlie's people, you guys were like the main comedy focus, like the comedy group. All I can think about was when I did the audition thing and I had to work with Eloise. I really felt connection with that. Like, that's because I don't know, it's like my character. He's all about himself.
Yeah.
In some weird bit. I understand with the device bit that we did today, of course he's going to be about, he's not about himself there, he's just regressed. But within the lads group scene, he's kind of just like, he's a bit of a, like, that
Fun boy.
thing. He's all like I know I'm the alpha around here. You guys talk, but I'm just going to be looking in the mirror. And he just comes out with this shit to the lads. It's just like, yeah, you can shut
Fudge.
There's been a lot of
The amount of
bits.
editing
So
that
then-
we're gonna have to do.
So then there's not much connections that my character actually has with people because like he is the leader and he's like the lone wolf. That I felt a connection to everyone.
You done, guys?
Yeah, in a bit. Hi, Stevie. It's nice to see you for once. So, what was the question again? Sorry.
Who have you found it easiest to work with?
Oh yeah, and going on about that. Okay, so within the device bit with the lads, I think that you guys all, when you had that energy, you were all easy to work with.
Yeah.
Josh, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I found Josh was really, I would say, yeah, out of all the lads, I'd say Josh was the easiest one to work with. I had the most connection, my character that I've been reading has had the most connection with Josh so far. As a mate, like you feel that he's like my bro.
Yeah.
And he's got my back, and I know from reading as Jake, I can see it as from his point of view, Josh is that main bro that's always got his back.
I'd feel the person who I have worked well with is either Nathan or Josh, purely because I've had the most sort of interaction with them, especially in the devised thing. I feel like me and you would work, like we had a few moments in the scripted part, but other than that, yeah, it's been Nathan and Charlie because we can bounce ideas off each other a lot.
What happened in the individual days? Because I can't remember. That's
the task.
Well, what days did we actually rehearse?
Thursday,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah.
We had the interviews
On Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yes, I believe so. Yeah, we had the interviews. Then we had the group reading where we got put into the groups.
Oh yeah, right.
And that's when we first got this script. And the lads, you'd go off. Do you remember? I got put with Alex at first, and then you lads, we was in the theatre.
Yeah.
We eventually went up. And we showed what we had, I think, and then the gals got interviewed, and I just got left. You guys went off, and I got sat down to sit in and watch the gals do like their script thing, and I was just like, I'm not here.
Casting is Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Full script read is
also Wednesday.
No, that's Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
And first rehearsal is Wednesday.
All right.
So that's pretty good.
Also, we forgot to ask Gary what his influences were.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I think that's everyone.
Right, fellas.
Fellas.
Hey.
Fellas.
Hey,
Hey,
let's go.